the 25 years since the end of the Cold War was really an epilogue, and that the sort of challenges, national security challenges, threats, technologies not least, and other impeti to the way we organize militaries to defend peace and prosperity is only now perhaps experiencing a more fundamental, a more once-in-a-lifetime sort of a change. So this conference kind of picks up from that premise, particularly with the thread of technology, and asks how the nature of national security, defense policy, defense strategy, and ultimately the performance of militaries will change out into the future, in the horizon 20 to 30 years from now, from a point in time today that we might regard as a really authentic secular change in the landscape of national security. So the inspiration for this panel was a similar panel that I moderated last fall, in which we got into a discussion about how differently artists envision the future from, let's call them, guys like me, linear thinkers. And most of the people developing policies and plans and trying to envision the future around which to make decisions today, or from which to make decisions today, are these linear thinkers. I forget if that's right or left brain, but artists, on the other hand, work differently. And the fact of the matter is that there is a fairly intensive discipline to art. If you've ever unpacked the architecture of a dramatist, of a playwright, you would be amazed at how elaborate the architecture of a 3-act play can be, for example. So artists have an intensive discipline of their own. It is different from that of, let's again call them linear thinkers. And in my opinion, when one is trying to envision, when one's trying to create a vision of the future from which to make plans and decisions today, I think artists arguably make a more compelling representation of what we have to work with than do these linear thinkers. So the point of the panel is to get a group of artists up on the stage to talk about this, both talk about their visions, the actual visions that they have for the future of conflict 20 and 30 years from now, but also their method, and unpack their method a little bit. We can test whether or not my premises about the way artists operate are actually true.